Hey Justin, how the fuck are you doing today? Long time no hear, buddy. So yeah, no, I have watched the YouTube dumbass series that you've been doing. I haven't watched your channel in over 3 years, to be honest. I kind of moved on and past it and went my own little direction and never really thought of you at all, really. And then lately, a lot of your posse, a lot of your fellow subscribers have lately jumped on over to my channel and have been sending me messages left and right, and I need to go check this out and I need to watch this video and blah blah, and I really didn't pay any mind. And then I got enough of them that said, you really need to see this, even read the comments, half these people are your moderators. And I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. So I decided to take a look, and lo and behold, yeah, I watched the video, I listened to your spiel and what have you, and hey man, thanks for the shout out, right? Glad to see you still follow the channel and you like to watch my content. Even actually heard you use a couple of my catchphrases throughout some of your videos, so that was kind of nice. I did hear the whole little shill thing. I don't know, I'm not going to talk about the stuff that people already know, and they can go over to your channel and they can watch it for themselves. But you know, I will say I did find it a little bit, well, maybe it was appropriate, to be honest, because it's a little bit hypocritical to call the people shill when you yourself also do product reviews from companies that you receive free goods and services from, so, or get, you know, 50% discounts on toolboxes that you recently collected. And now I see that even Harbor Freight has taken an interest in your channel. I'm not even sure if you actually are going to be getting things or not, but if you are, great man, look, you're obviously doing something right? You got these companies coming over and checking you out, so right on. I still don't understand what the desire is to come on over and say anything to me. So you were right about one thing though, I'll tell you. You said the guy's got more heart than brain. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You know, I've always tried to do the right thing, or what I felt was right, and I've always tried to reach for the stars, go beyond my limits and then some. And sometimes, well, I get a little bit overwhelmed, and there's a lot of, you know, lack in the follow-through on a handful of things. And yeah, you know, I've made mistakes in my past, and I have since then corrected them. Not sure why it's even relevant anymore, because I have done so much more good deeds since then with asking nothing in return. So keep drudging up the past if you want. And yeah, here's the card to MD Lee's live stream that I did with him 3 years back, or however long ago it was. I'm not going to sit here and try to apologize or revamp situations that occurred from 3 years ago. I don't remember a lot of that stuff anymore. It's not something that I think about all the time. As I said, I've moved on and I've moved past that, and I'm on to bigger and better things. You know, I've got a great thing going on right now with my channel. I myself am working side by side with Harbor Freight, so to speak, to develop better products, to test new and upcoming products. And maybe one day they'll put together the apprentice kit that I wanted them to put together for local community colleges and give them 50% off. So these are the things that I'm working on. I know that you watch. I'm sure you've seen the live streams, because you mentioned it in your video that this guy just does drunk live streams and just calls it hanging out with the guys. Yeah, that's what we do. As far as like the raffles and the giveaways and people not receiving shit, only as of recently, and it's been little things that I've had for free, like stickers and whatnot. Those things people haven't got yet in the last couple weeks. As far as stuff in the past, oh no. I mailed off everything that I was supposed to mail off to and whom it was supposed to go to. But I'm not going to rehash everything from back then, because like I said, times are a little bit different. I am going to thank you for a handful of things though. Things you didn't know about Justin Sturgill. Has it been 6 years? About 6 years back, when I had my first channel, you know, one of 5. When I had my first channel though, I was small, probably about 1,000, 1,500 subs, somewhere in there. And I had my channel for about 2 years or so. Never really took it serious. Didn't buy into the whole, like, you know, you got paid for it. I just thought it was just a way to, a release. I thought it was a good release tool, you know. I had a handful of reasons of why I started it. You know, I got tired of watching several videos to find one answer. Figured I could do that from my front yard, backyard, etc. You know, ended up finding myself working for a dealership, and around that time frame, Justin Sturgill reached out to me. Wanted to know, hey, we had an empty slot on the debate station. I've been watching you for a little while. Wanted to see if you wouldn't mind jumping on board and just shooting the shit with me and this guy Bruce Allen. And I was like, sure. So I jumped on there. We had fun, kicked back, relaxed, beers, talking about tools, this, that, and the other. They were trying to figure out why I liked Harbor Freight then, and I explained to them, you know, I don't really have a lot of money, man, and can't be going out and spending Snap-on money yet. I've just barely started working at the dealership. I wasn't making a lot. I think it was like 10 bucks an hour or something like that. And so then a little bit later on, Justin sat down with me, and he actually walked me through the entire step-by-step process on how to set up a YouTube channel and put in the right paperwork so that way I could be compensated for views, whatever. Cool. So thanks, man. That really helped out. Didn't know how to do that. Don't know how long or how consistent I would have been had you not showed me that. So want to thank you for that for sure. 2, it was really him and Bruce Allen that got me into the doing the raffles and giveaways to begin with, because they were doing it for some kind of mixer thing that never really panned out. All of which, not Justin's fault. Some fails on the other end, right? But at any rate, they're the ones that kind of got that ball rolling off, and you can ask anybody that's been around this community for as long as I have. I wasn't the only one doing them. There were a lot of channels that were doing raffles, giveaways, all kinds of random shit. Some people were messing them up like I was, okay? I didn't really see the difference. We were doing a giveaway on one item, and we would raffle off a couple others to cover the cost of shipping. That's what I remember from it. So either way, it doesn't matter, but he was right. I'll say him and Matt were right about one thing, and that was raffles and giveaways will get you in a whole bunch of fucking mess, because maybe an address gets fucked up, or person didn't get their package, or the package was tweaked or something, and yada yada. You really kind of run into an extremely gray and very hairy situation when it comes to shipping off stuff that people paid for. So I agreed with that. Stuff that was free, hey, you'll get it when you get it, and I'll get it mailed off. But I really did go out of my way to mail off stuff. I would actually come in late from work or use my lunch to run to the post office and do so. The funny thing is, I don't hate you. I don't. I don't like you, but I don't hate you. And I don't go out of my way to hate you. I really see no point in it. I want to thank you for something else too, man. Since I'm in a Thanksgiving kind of a mode as far as October goes. I want to thank you for pointing out, and without even knowing it, I want to thank you for the dumbass videos, because you actually uncovered a lot of hypocrites from my channel to yours. I was able to pick out the, you know the ones I'm talking about, right? The fucking dick suckers, the ones that go over, they say how amazing you are, how awesome you are, and how they love your channel. Then they come over to my channel and they say that guy's a piece of work, that guy's a piece of shit. Of course, I've filtrated all my stuff, so your name never gets brought up. I've done that for your sake as well as mine, because I don't want to talk about you. But you haven't. So it's actually kind of nice, because now I can come over to your channel when you do these videos, and I can see every single person that comes over to my channel that says, hey man, great job, love the video, you rock, you're awesome. Then I see them over in your videos saying, what a piece of shit, this, that, and the other. You really showed me something, and I gotta thank you for that, because it gave an entirely new meaning to the people that I want following me. And so within the last 24 hours, I've banned probably over 100 people. Thanks to you, buddy. So I appreciate it. Don't think that I don't. And thanks for the shout out, man. You fucking rock, dude. Almost 40K? Awesome. Right on. And you're still shouting me out. That's even cooler. So I appreciate it. Because you know what happens when you do that, right? Same exact reason that I decided to go over and watch Timmy from Astro Auto Repairs. You guys were talking so much shit about him, you got my curiosity going. So I went over and checked him out for myself, and you know what? Not a bad guy. Not the guy that you guys make him out to be. So, I got a friend. But that's okay, because you're not in it to make friends, are you? Remember what you told me a long time ago? This is YouTube, not FriendTube. Well, I hope that's working out for you, because for me, I've got friends on YouTube, and those are the people that I like having around. One more little thing before we go. I will say you do have an interesting way of exaggerating certain truths. The whole you can't hold down a job thing, I don't know about all that. You know, you kind of over-exaggerated how many times I've been fired to, I don't know, put your point across. But no, I was only terminated from the Chrysler dealership, and I did have a mutual separation from the Ford dealership long time ago, well before I even did YouTube, that I had made mention of. Other than that, I've been at the same exact independent shop now for over 3 years. Even with the small 2-month break that I had from going to that dealership after leaving the independent shop, I actually got rehired back by the same independent shop because they actually did like me, and I didn't leave on bad terms. So I've been there a little over 3 years now. The Chrysler dealership that I was originally at, that I left same day, I was actually there for 3 years, almost over 3 years. And I probably would still be there if it wasn't for, you know, me wanting to further my knowledge and try to get more into diagnostic stuff, but then coming to the realization that I am what I am. Which goes back to the same point. The guy has more heart than brains. You're absolutely right, man. Okay. I'm also a better wrench than I am a diagnostician. I don't read the electrical schematics very well. I'm not the dumbest person in the entire world, and I'm not the smartest person in the entire world. I don't try to be somebody that I'm not. I am a wrench. That's what I've told everybody in my videos. But no, I don't have a problem holding down a job. I've clearly had this one now for 3 years. If you don't include the separation break, I've been there now for 3 years, so a little exaggerated there. As far as like robbing people of their money, that's also not true, okay? When it was a donation, when they wanted to help out with my septic, that didn't happen, okay? Because the septic was going to cost me more than some of the other problems that I had that were a little bit more extreme. No, those were donations. So if people are still complaining about the money they donated, then they should really stop donating, okay? Let's just call it what it is. When you donate, that means you're giving your money away. It's like if me, when I helped my stepson out with his car, I know that he doesn't have the money. I bought him a battery, I installed it for him, and I checked the rest of his car out, and then I did the oil change and sent him on his way. I didn't charge him for it, and I don't expect that money back. That was me giving it to him, okay? I don't expect it back. And you shouldn't expect anything either if you are planning on donating to me or anybody else. If you donate, a donate is a donate. And if you guys want to rehash and relive donations and go back to day one and blah, 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 and bust out your little calculator, go for it, okay? Don't give away your money if you expect something for it. That's all I gotta say about that. As far as raffles, I don't do raffles anymore. Haven't done it in years, okay? As far as giveaways, occasionally on a live stream, I might give away a sticker or a gift card. Maybe a tool, but very rarely because of shipping. You know all the bullshit that goes with that. But overall, look, I'm doing things. People can change. I've changed. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from other people on YouTube. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about how and what direction I want to go in. And I've made those changes, and I've made sacrifices, and I myself, with my own money that I worked for, yes, worked for, okay, not received through donations, not received by YouTube, but worked for, I too have donated to various charitable organizations of my own free will. But I never expected anything in return. So all I want to say is, unlike you, I'm not going to do some hate-fueled video. I'm going to do a thank you video, because without the things that, because if it wasn't for you doing what it is that you do, I wouldn't have learned the things that I've learned from you, or as a result of the things that you've done along the way. This is your one and last shout out from me. I have no further interest or future interest in doing any more shout out videos for you, whether it's positive or negative. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's so simple. I don't care. Oh, I can't force you to not watch. You're right, I can't force you to not watch. So if you want to watch, that means you like me. And you might as well hit the fucking subscribe button, because you know your ass is going to be back to watch the next one. That's all I got for this video. Thanks, Justin, for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces from your Tool Community Drunk.